I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the sad violin. Maybe, for all you ICX icon hodlers out there, you need to do something. Interoperability is going to be a big deal, my friends, and I want to discuss 4 of the top leading projects exploring blockchain interoperability. And if you know, I'm a big fan of investing in platforms. I'm a big fan of investing in integrators, because while everyone is building all these cool applications, they don't connect with other applications. It's the integrators, the guys in the middle, guys. The guys in the middle. That's where money can be made. The evolution of blockchain technology and cryptocurrency will hinge on achieving interoperability. Moving data and value between chains and networks can help unlock broader participation, versatility, and liquidity. Several projects push the boundaries of cross-chain technology, which will benefit the wider industry in the coming years. You see, while all these people are making these projects, they don't connect to each other. And if you can be the guy or the project or the platform that can connect all these disparate applications, you will crush it. That's actually a big tip for all entrepreneurs out there. You can think about building and rolling your own app, or you could be an integrator of multiple apps. And then all those apps and all those projects and all those people running those projects love you because you make their project more valuable. Why? Because you can bring their project to more people. So let's talk about the importance of interoperability. You know, it's not hard to see why interoperability between different blockchains would prove to be beneficial. Having decentralized ledgers work in tandem can address some of the current industry drawbacks, including high fees, slow processing, etc. Moreover, numerous blockchains provide unique features and benefits one might not find on another network today. Different approaches by developers pave the way for more complex use cases, attracting a broader mainstream audience. Building cross-chain technology is not necessarily straightforward. For example, enhancing the interoperability between blockchains is almost a very powerful concept, but most networks have consensus mechanisms, technology standards, etc. As a result, ensuring everything plays together is more complex than it may seem at first. And thankfully, the following projects aim to solve this tricky puzzle one step at a time. You see, most people don't understand that blockchains are walled gardens. Did you know this? Blockchains have a actual very limited scope in which they can run commands and run functions. And those commands and functions are limited to that blockchain itself. Now, if the blockchain needs to be able to create verifiable information or immutable information of the world outside the blockchain, well, then you're increasing risk into the blockchain ledger because the blockchain is permanent, immutable, perfect, and validated. But the outside world is not perfect, immutable, and validatable. So, golly, I immediately feel like I'm about to go into a conversation about oracles, but I don't know if I want to talk about oracles because that's a complex idea. Anyway, the point is you have all these chains, these blockchains that are disparate, siloed. They do not talk with each other. So interoperability allows everybody to play. That's the game. So here's 4 of them. Well, there's going to be a 5th one, but the 5th one, if you stay till the end, is mostly just a dig. You'll see. What's this? Let's see. Nope. There you go. So number 1 is Syscoin. The Syscoin blockchain expands on the concepts of Bitcoin and can be merge mined with the world's leading cryptocurrency. As a result, Syscoin benefits from the security of the Bitcoin network while providing extra functionality, including smart contracts. Over the years, the ecosystem has undergone multiple significant upgrades, introducing crucial improvements like a new graphical interface, fungible and non-fungible token support, and cross-chain interoperability. That latter aspect is possible through Syscoin Bridge, supporting cross-chain asset interoperability without atomic swaps or intermediaries. Syscoin also activated segregated witness. Every time I hear about SegWit, it harkens me back to the SegWit days of 2017 in Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin, to enhance its scalability and security. Moreover, the ecosystem combines the security of Bitcoin with Ethereum's smart contracts through its new NEVM, or Network Enhanced Virtual Machine, offering a robust and low-cost performance solution to build interoperable smart contracts. Today, Syscoin is seen as a combination of Bitcoin safety and Ethereum's 2.0 performance characteristics while remaining cheap and fast to use. I am a big fan of Syscoin, and the reason is because of the dual mining capabilities, guys. Better check it out. Not financial advice. The second one, guys, is Cosmos. Many people are strongly interested in the Cosmos ecosystem, primarily for its blockchain interoperability approach. The team aims to establish the Internet of Blockchains by serving as a hub for different networks to coexist independently. The Cosmos hub translates the languages of connected blockchains. It can also keep records of the current state of every connected chain, known as Cosmos zones, and relay information between them. A Cosmos zone is an application-specific blockchain. Every zone can accept or refuse connections with other zones, ensuring that there is no blockchain bloat and much higher efficiency. This is kind of a fancy way of saying that they can turn on and off connection. The Inter-Blockchain Communication, or IBC protocol, introduced a Cosmos Stargate upgrade, and this is a big step towards the interconnected future. It is worth noting that IBC enables sharding for blockchains, paving the way for future efficiency enhancements. Ooh, that's pretty interesting if you're into that sharding. So here's one of my favorites, mostly because it's really my daughter's favorite. It's Polkadot. We've talked about this before. The Polkadot is cool because it has cool colors. The Polkadot team has always clarified that interoperability is an essential part of the roadmap. Allowing different chains to communicate with one another is a powerful concept, but unfortunately, no single blockchain design works optimally for every use case, product, or service. While that gives rise to many specialized ecosystems, it also establishes a more siloed industry. Polkadot aims to change that narrative through parachains. You've probably heard that before. There will be several dozen parachains connected to the Polkadot main chain in its first iteration. Every parachain is used for one specific application, product, or service, while offloading the rest of the data to the primary blockchain. Developer teams can engage in auctions to rent parachains and build diverse applications off of them. And ultimately, Polkadot aims to create a decentralized network of chains freely communicating. I will tell you, out of Syscoin, Cosmos, and this one we just talked about, as well as Harmony, which we're going to talk about in a second, Polkadot and the parachains is the blockchain that I have experimented with the most in terms of parachains, sidechains, and these types of things. What has been really interesting about Polkadot is I can appreciate their bifurcation of their main chain to these parachains, or essentially application layers. What makes this powerful is essentially it's creating chains as a service, right, or software as a service, or connectivity as a service. And so as the Polkadot developers grow these services, I feel like I need to talk about oracles again. It's kind of the same. Like, as these parachain services grow, and as Oracle systems grow, it allows for engineers to be able to pull from all these functions to build really cool apps. You see, for those that might not be super technically inclined, it's like APIs, right? It is impossible today to build a startup, a technology startup today, fully siloed. It's just not possible, because you have to connect to Google APIs, you got to connect to Amazon, you got to connect to PayPal, you got to connect to financial APIs. You have to connect to all these services to make your startup work, right? And so we're moving, what blockchain is doing now is we're moving to this world where we're going to have lots of open APIs, or we're going to have parachains or layer twos or these types of things that allow developers to say, you know what, I don't have to reinvent the wheel. There's a service for that. There's a call for that. There's an API, right? There's a hook. There's all sorts of functions that I can pull from so that I can build really fun stuff. Now, this is something for me, being in this world for over a decade now. This is something that I've always been excited about, because the more that engineers build services, then I don't have to build them. And that's why investing in interoperability and investing in interoperability projects is a pretty solid bet. So let's talk about this second to last one. It's Harmony. The Harmony team pursues blockchain interoperability by focusing on existing blockchains rather than creating new chains in a siloed environment. A cross-platform bridge would require various components to ensure efficiency, transparency, and accessibility. Harmony provides interoperability with the BNB chain, which we've also used a lot as well, by the way. Great chain, by the way. I'm going to go yay. And so they do this through BNB chain through network nodes known as validators. Additionally, Harmony establishes liquidity pools with existing blockchain networks to facilitate cross-border payments, asset transfers, and cash flow management. A cross-chain feature with Ethereum and Polkadot is an essential development, as are implementations with Uniswap, Chainlink oracles, and Bitcoin. So there you go. That's Harmony. So what's the number 5? What's the number 5 interoperability coin that was not in this article, but I'm adding right now? For all you Icon and ICX hodlers out there, apparently your chain isn't doing enough, which is why you're not in this article. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the sad violin. Maybe for all you ICX Icon hodlers out there, you need to do something. Like, seriously, do something.